Guess we start over. I hate these games. Well, that was fun making progress, right? Well, what about doing everything over again, right? Ah, that's true.
Missiles coming in fast. Intercept systems to emergency code. Quick!
Fire, wipe out our face.
Evasive maneuvers! Evasive maneuvers! Laser trenching!
The game also got substantially
Defense
more manageable
Still 8 in action.
once you got the auto-aiming weapons. They made your life so much easier. And that's like always truth. For almost every shmup, it's the truth that once you get auto-aim weapons, you don't have to focus so much on what you're shooting anymore. It's all of a sudden just becomes a game of dodging. Suddenly you don't need to focus on two things.
A big tally-ho! Look at the size of that thing!
You then just need to focus on surviving. A big tally-ho. Indeed. missed a point or a score item. Unfortunate.
Turn left, turn left.
As the score items are tied to your weapon progression, it's even more annoying missing them now. I thought it was just like my pride that took damage, but that's apparently not the case. Come on! It really looked like that rock was heading leftwards. Then it changed its mind.
Warning, warning. Aircraft approaching. Attack and destroy.
Fucking tiresome. What?
Game over.
Oh, I thought I had one more hit. I guess it only unlocks stuff once you get to the next stage as well. Or did I lose all my score now? Yeah, I did. You don't get to keep your score if you game over.
Evasive maneuver. Evasive maneuver. Laser trenching.
Yeah, this is... It's tiresome. It's really tiresome. I gotta repair, of course.
Game over.
So the space stages are perfectly fine, but these stages are there's so much crap flying around. It's just so much crap. Rocks in the background, bullets that comes in from the side, ships that comes from behind.
Evasive maneuver. Evasive maneuver. Laser trenching.
I also like that he just tells you evasive maneuver. It doesn't tell you what to actually dodge away from, just that you need to dodge. You need to dodge something, but we ain't telling you what. Like, that's perfectly fine when they actually do tell you. Turn left or turn right or something. But when they're just telling you to dodge stuff, it feels so unfair.
Warning, warning, large craft approaching. Attack and destroy.
Got him. Alright, the phalanx beam is a good pickup. But soon we're at stage 4. Stage 4 is like a bane. Yeah, this is the one with the cool Death Star gauntlet at the end. I really get the feeling that there's supposed to be like cutscenes in between these stages, but they probably had to cut it. Cause like, why am I like flying through a fleet all of a sudden, and then next stage we're at a planet? Like, it feels like there is some kind of story going on, but there probably wasn't room to like animate it. They didn't just want to make static images. Picking these things up are so damn difficult. They move so fast once they get close to the screen. Also, the room you have to move on the screen is actually surprisingly small. Like the corridor that I can fly in isn't that big as it might look. It really does, yeah. It looks really, really good. And like, if you're a good shmup player, I'm thinking this game ought to be hella entertaining to play. The biggest problem is I'm not particularly good at these games. It just feels like the goals becomes unreachable. And it's like, beat the game. Well, I can barely get halfway. And it gets frustrating. It gets really frustrating. Because these aren't really the games to communicate what you're doing wrong. They're just punishing you over and over. Sending you back to the beginning of the game. Having to spend another 1.5 hours to get back to where you were. But it is a really damn pretty game. And the music is really damn good too. And like this effect with like depth. I don't know, it's just how does a Genesis output this thing? It's like the thing that Sega CD did was it added CD storage so you could have more data. Maybe an FMV. I don't know if it added like FMV support. I mean, I guess it did. But then what more? It's not much more CPU power, is it? I don't know, really. Like, I've played a lot of shmups on Journey. I don't feel I get particularly much better, to be honest. Oh shit, I thought it was a break after that fight. A few moments. Apparently not. What?
Proceed with caution.
It's still log, and it has been for 3 years, almost 4 years, actually. Like, this gauntlet section here is ridiculous, really. The Quick Craftler, that's 2 different programs. You can't see it while regular Journey, like the regular Journey program is the only thing running. Unfortunately. But it is games. I think you can find it in Discord. I have it linked in the workshop channel there. Oh shit, I forgot. This stage I completely hate. This stage is not fun at all. The difficulty spike on this stage is just not fair at all.
Watch out for the cannon. Watch out for the cannon. Proceed with caution.
Yeah, I know, and it's one of the things that makes shmups so hard is if you lose your focus for a few moments. I hit that corner every time. I have no idea how to get past there without getting hit. It really feels like I should be able to dodge that corner, but I never can, it seems like. Like, if you lose your focus, shmups are so difficult to get back into. It's such a fast downward spiral. When you start getting frustrated about it being difficult. Because, like, the frustration only makes it worse.
Warning, warning. Large craft approaching. Attack and destroy.
Man, the double phalanx. That could really be something. Died every time you read chat. The trick is to do it when you know you have a few moments over. Or like just glance over. I have my chat window right next to the game window. So I just quickly like snap my eyes over. I often need to do like 2 or 3 snaps. to actually get what I was reading. And as you probably noticed, sometimes I actually pause to read messages. This is definitely not the stage for this weapon setup. On this stage I would have wanted like double phalanx, I think. Why thank you? Why thank you, ship spawning right on top of me. Nice, nice. Thing is though, this weapon deals so much damage, it's completely ridiculous, really. But its range is so limited, and it's so hard to deal consistent damage with it. Engine failure is like the worst thing to get first. Because then it's impossible to dodge these dudes that comes from the sides. Yeah, but it's annoying here that you get random weapons. Like when you beat stages, your weapon drop is randomized. Which is really damn irritating. Because every time, like for the first few stages, you'll have to get by with different weapons. This is much fewer bullets than I anticipated it to be. Ah, this sucks. I thought it would down every ship in one hit, but it doesn't. So what makes this better than the standard weapon? It does seem to pierce somewhat, I guess. The fact that the UI shakes here is so damn cool. This section is so difficult to deal with because there's so much. Wow. Really? God damn it. Yeah, so you get the weapon upgrade every time you reach 40k points. You get a new weapons upgrade, but which one you get is random. Which makes these first stages so much more harder than they have to be. Because you have to rely on luck that you get a good weapon combo early on that you can actually defeat some stages with. The Faces of Evil? No, I can't do CDI. Alright, voting is open. Shall we continue to play Silpheed? Get your votes in, everyone. Get your votes in. Shit.
Game over.
I also think having limited continues is pretty BS, actually. I get that they want to have it like difficult and stuff, but come on. I never really got that part of games. Like, why can't I try as many times as I want to achieve something? That's probably, together with knockbacks, I think it's one of the things I never really understood about retro games. Yeah, apparently this game is more popular than I thought. I can understand it though, like it looks really damn cool. I can imagine watching it is amazing. Okay. It's so annoying. I don't move fast enough to get out of the way of the bosses. Seconds left to vote, everyone. Hurry. It literally spawned under me.
Game over.
A big vessel for a big lady. Oh well. Back to square one. Right, voted to continue. There a way of preventing deep damage? Yeah, but we have another mechanic for that called iframes. You know, the classical blinking. That's also a way of dealing with that. It's only the first stage that has all of this talking, which is so unfortunate. Because it's really cool that they're like having conversations as you're flying. Unfortunately they stop. Iframes without knockbacks. I mean, you can have varying degrees of knockback, of course, but like Castlevania knockbacks, that's not okay. Castlevania knockbacks are not okay. Like more games have like massive knockbacks. I don't think of any like off the top of my head now, but.
Defense fleet destroyed. Still 8 in action.
Castlevania is probably the biggest offender there is. But I know there's others. Or you can do like Mario does, like give you a set number of hits, but don't knock you back. Ninja Gaiden was the other one I was looking for. Ninja Gaiden is also a game that has far too much knockbacks. Far too much. not that big, this ship, really. It's just about as big as I am.
In the year of 3076.
But yeah, I
an
see the need for at least some knockback, sure. So here we got wide beam on the left. Sometimes I've gotten wide beam on the right the first time. And now we got EMDS as first power up. That's too much. This is like this is the best option in the game, really. It just the fact that they limit what option you can take between every stage is also a bit annoying, because you can't take the same option twice in a row. So it's like they knew that there's one that's the best. They didn't give you the ability to pick that one several times. So then this one absorbs one or more hits, basically. And it recharges by killing enemies. Hello there. I see your name starts with a C at least. I'm sorry, it's a bit hard to follow chat in detail. There's a bit much going on. Child is fine. Chidifin. I think Chidifin is good enough. God damn it! Ah, so annoying, this area. It's just so hard to know where these rocks are gonna turn up. Attack and destroy. Yeah, that's probably the worst offender in gaming. Enemies that damages you by touching, even though they have like an attack. Like this enemy has a gun, but if you touch it, it also damages you. Like what the shit? Why? Shit. Oh well. As you see, now I'm not allowed to take an option because I used an option on the previous stage. It's just so dumb. And of course, this is the stage where I really needed it. How am I doing? I'm doing fine. I'm just a bit salty. This game is freaking annoying. It's so hard. It's so... I think what makes me so frustrated is that I want to play and enjoy this game so much because it's so cool. No, it's Sega CD, this game. I really want to like love it and enjoy it, but it's so... there's some design decisions that makes it hard to appreciate, and it makes me disappointed. It makes me so sad because I want to praise and love this game, and I want to raise it to the skies and say that this game is amazing. But there's some design choices that makes it so goddamn frustrating. That shit disappoints me. It's so unnecessary. It didn't have to be there. Yeah, it's like I want to really like this game, but I can't get past that its strongest feature is how nice it looks. And sounds, I guess. The music is damn good as well.
There's too many of them.
Then, like, maybe I'm just not the target audience for a game like this. That is also like a possibility. Not every game is for every gamer. There are some games out there that's just not for you. But I want this to be for me. I really want this game to be for me. I know it's 22:35. I know. It could get its own hitbox. With modern tech, there's no excuse for touch damage. Yeah. Usually, actually, I think the reason these knockbacks in Castlevania is to avoid what happens there is so which you get multiple hits before you get time to react. I mean, that's probably the reason a lot of the times for these massive knockbacks. God damn it, they're frustrating at times. You know, but if you did not know, now you know. I know. Oh, thank you. So this stage, this is one of those stages, like I really, oh, this stage is so goddamn cool. I just wish it wasn't so goddamn frustrating. Because this stage is like far too difficult. Yeah, like the game is so damn cool. It's so frustrating that it is this cool. If only it had an easy mode. So plebs like me could enjoy it as well. Oh, I didn't take a hit there. I got through for once. Man. I'm the frickin' boss. Like, this is so amazing that a Sega CD can produce this is so goddamn amazing. getting good? Not really, though. Like I'm barely clawing by the skin of my teeth, it feels like. That's a really weird saying, actually, isn't it? The skin of my teeth. That thing just didn't care about my shields, did it? No! I still don't have the last... So here you want to have the last power-up is auto-aim, auto-aim. That setup is like the best there is. That setup is so damn strong, and that's what you want to run through the rest of the game with. I don't remember this stage particularly. Oh wait, this is the hyperspace stage, right. Since we have the auto-aim on the left, we want to stay on the right side of the screen. Because then the auto-aimer just auto-aims at stuff that's on the side of the ship that you have the auto-aimer on. Which is a bit weird, but... So we want to stay a lot on the right side of the screen. Man, I love this part. It's so cool. It's so goddamn cool. A ship to my right. That was like my only weakness. And he saw through it. Oh, my photon torpedoes can't shoot backwards. That sucks. There's also incredibly few power-ups on this stage, like repair items. There's like no on the entire stage. Shit. Of course it was my auto-aimer that failed. The most important one. So you can see how these fireballs are gonna attack you by looking at the pattern they appear in. Because they're gonna fire in the same order as they appear. If they all appear at the same time, they're gonna fire at the same time. If they appear left to right, they're gonna fire left to right. If they appear right to left, they're gonna fire right to left, like in a sweep.
This is Topaz 3. I'm in on my last turn for landing. Topaz 3, this is Various. Just slide into deck Alpha. Roger. Going into deck Alpha. Landing program synchronized. Entering last approach. You're on the slope now. Hold her there. Can you feel the magnet? Rear magnet catch. Touchdown. There you go. Welcome home.
So now it's just auto-aim, and take the shield whenever we can. Oh yeah, this stage sucks. It's also pretty weird that you don't get your full shield back in between stages. Especially a stage where we apparently landed on the mothership. So this stage is incredibly difficult due to the sole reason that it's super hard to see what's actually background or not. And like where the hitbox of these big rocks are. It's nigh impossible to know like where they're gonna hit me from, where these lasers are gonna shoot from. Barely winning is still winning. Fair enough. That is very true. So while I'm invincible, I'm just trying to ram as many rocks as possible, because rocks are worth a lot of points. But I don't really got any reason to not just ram them and collect extra points. Though I've unlocked all the weapons now, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. Watch out for the cannon. What cannon? And after a while you just get hit by a big ass cannon blast, like, oh, that cannon. What's up, Stig? Due to these enemies' somewhat random movements, sometimes it really creates situations where you can't dodge them, because the rock takes up a large part of the screen, so the only space that's left is filled with enemy bullets. That really, really sucks when it happens. You just got back from work? Damn, you work late. You work really damn late. We're probably doing like one more stage. Then we'll end with about 15 minutes till the next vote. It's usually a good spot to end. The store closes at 10. Oh, okay, then you gotta count up the today's sold total and stuff. I can see why. This is a stage with a really weird music.
Disregard any bogey maneuvers.
Oh. I don't know how to dodge those, really. And it does that sweep across the entire screen. This is a really cool stage, but it's just so goddamn random. Got him. Yeah, this does look a lot better than Star Fox. I agree. And it's earlier, apparently. Like, I didn't know much about what Sega CD really had to offer, but like, this is a really impressive title. Shit. Oh shit, it spawned another one? I thought killing one of them would be enough. Apparently not. This auto aimer sure acts weird at times. Whew. Okay, we have time for one more stage. Or death. Depending on what happens first, I guess. Yeah, this is the stage where like our base gets destroyed, or our fleet gets shut down. This stage has a couple of really bullshitty moments where like these like big lasers in the background just suddenly shoots you from nowhere. Here he said like watch out for the cannon, so the cannon is suddenly going to shoot me here, but you don't really know when. I caught the carrier. I'm so glad I have the auto aimer though. It does make life so much easier. I think we're near the end now. No, not yet. Oh wait, yeah, we are. Is this thing over here that we're fighting in the end? Oh wait, it's this thing. Oh yeah, it's our old friend again. Yeah, I don't really get it. Maybe it was too expensive or something? Because like tech-wise, this is incredible. Like given the time this was available at. I keep getting hit all the time, but I can't see shit that was going on. There's so much stuff. Like with the background and everything. Oh, Jesus. Alright, I think I gotta break for the day. Getting late and 15 minutes till next vote. We can go a bit over time. Sure, let's continue. I'm in a good streak. I'm at a good streak. Let's just go 5 minutes over time. I usually end at 11. Oh wait, is the vote cooldown? Then it's 3 more. Ah, well, screw it. Oh yeah, it's this stage. Shit, I should have taken the defense item. Because there's so many enemies that just VS shootings at you. Hot aim is just freaking out, trying to follow all the enemies here. What? Have I taken that much damage already? Damn. I wonder if that's repair items ever gonna get here. Nice. Ooh. Nah, like Star Fox kind of cheated. It was also an impressive piece of tech, but like the SNES couldn't handle Star Fox. I hate these that shoots out the spread. They're so hard to track with your eyes. There's that the big arc they shoot out. They draw your attention. And then the small white bullets in the middle is incredibly difficult to spot. Because it moves so much faster than everything else. But the big white arc like draws your attention. Boss is this? Oh yeah, this thing. This boss is a really bad match because these
Game over.
That's my first game over. That's pretty impressive. There's a couple of pretty cool platformers for the SNES as well, I want to say though. Like Mario World is a good example of a really damn good SNES game. Wait, did I get the Cluster Bomb again? Hope I didn't. Then you have like Blackthorn. I think Blackthorn is actually a really good SNES game. Though it's available on other platforms as well, of course, but you know. Damn it. Yeah, I agree. The pixels on the SNES was far too large. Good shmups, except Axelay. UN Squadron, I'd say, is a pretty good one. Oh, shit. Yeah, exactly. UN Squadron has a few really cool bosses. And I think it looks pretty clean throughout most of the game, really. But maybe that's about it. Stage 10, yeah, PB. But this stage sucks for the sole reason of the colors. Like, it's so hard to see what's going on a lot of the time in this stage. So this is stage 2's boss again, except now it shoots regular bullets as at the same time as shooting the arrows. And this here is stage 3's boss. Just straight up, actually. But with much more annoying background than the first time we fought him. Makes it incredibly difficult to see what the hell's going on. And this here is stage 5's boss, I think. No, it's stage 4. So they just like deliver 3 bosses in a row. Then we have our favorite boss again. The one that poops fire behind it. Except now he shoots even more bullets than before. And he goes further out to the sides, so it's much harder to dodge him. Like, it looks like you're safe on the far edge, but you really aren't, because he goes all the way out just before he releases the poop. Frickin' fiery pooping boss. Finally got him. I actually get to continue with the EMD. Nice. Stage 11. New PB, yeah. I don't know if stuff are gonna hit me or not. I guess it's like 11 and then there's probably like 10 secret stages or something. Oh, what's gonna happen? What? This is really, really difficult. Oh, there's so much crap. What's this? Ah. All repair. Nice. How do I dodge these? Maybe the key is you don't. How do you dodge these? Well, you don't. You die. Do you expect me to do this? I don't expect you to die. Oh Jesus, it's a combo boss. It's a lot of bosses at once. We're dead. Unless this thing dies really soon. Oh, engine failure means we lose a lot of speed. Dead.
Game over.
Game over. Oof. Yeah, maybe I should try something else. The auto aimer works so good. I'll continue with it.
The main target is the inside corner.
You know, with the weapon, can you stand behind the enemies and just shoot them down? This part is really impressive. Wait, what hit me? Knowing what will hit you and what won't is so hard. Oh. This is so confusing. I know there's an all repair over here, so I don't really mind getting hit a bit. Oh shit, I only had one of those shields. I thought I would have at least two. Alright, new shield. It didn't last long. But the shield at least like tanks one hit, and that's the important part. Alright, the voting is open apparently. Shall we continue? Evasive maneuvers? From what? Of course. it's not over. No chance. Wait, did we get it? Yeah, exactly. This might be a GG. Wait. What was that? Did we really get it? Yeah.
Okay, boys, we're going in. You're too fast, Leo. Watch out.
Oh man. No re-gearing or anything? Come on. So maybe this is just the last boss. Oh Jesus! It hurts. Wait, how do I dodge this thing? What?
Game over.
What? What even was that? Okay, I at least get to choose new weapons this time. Yeah, I know. Okay. No! Are you kidding me?
The main target is the inside. Core block.
Well, so much for this equipment setup. Yeah, this is... That's rude. That's a good way of putting it. Man, that makes this close to impossible, it feels like. The fact that these discs explode into side winders is such BS. I mean, this weapon does deal a lot more damage than the other one, that's for sure. Cutoff continues on the last stage. That is complete and utter BS. Had I had a different, like the other thing, the shield weapon, I might have been able to do this. But like, you don't get any armor back for the final boss. So, lower left, upper right. Lower right, upper left, I guess. Oh well, I gotta end it for the day. Unfortunately.